just as Martha left. Okay. No, slides into first base. As everybody can see, I'm on my second serving of fruit.
I did my second serving of fruit today.
Did you get a haircut?
I got it actually a while ago. It's actually growing out and it's kind of flat and icky today, but
No, it looks cute. It's cute.
I like your hair. I know you need it, but I love it.
Something happened to it. Okay.
Don't cut it.
I told you, what did I tell you guys when we first started this?
That you hate growing your hair, but you're going to do it because you told your kids you would.
Thank you very much. And it has to do with being patient if you want to lose weight and get healthy. Because I want my hair down to the middle of my neck to a degree so I can wear it a certain way and put it up and whatever. That doesn't happen overnight. And in fact, it doesn't happen over a couple of months either. It was like, ah, when I cut it. But when you wake up and you go, oh, I want these 30 pounds off. That doesn't happen overnight either. Hey, Big J. What does happen almost overnight is if you start eating good, stop the sugar, the starch, artificial sweeteners, partially hydrogenated oils, cow dairy, artificial flavors, miscombining, all of that. The first day you start doing what's right for your body is the first day your body starts to change for the better. So I voted today. California. We have a recall Gavin Newsom and then elect a new governor. So we'll see what happens. But I wanted to get on everybody today and start. I have to drill you guys because by January 1st, we're going to have approximately 30 pounds gone. And that's 30 pounds of fat. Now, I see, John, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, right on. John's got to lose by January 1st, I think you can get 30 off. That'll put you at 300, won't it?
Practically, I'd be at around 310.
Okay, perfect. And that's coming down from 450, 447?
418.
418. Okay, good.
I was almost 450 when I first got big, but I went down 100 pounds and sort of gained my way back near that. So
did you get, I mean, your mom posted those pictures of you, before and afters.
Right.
Well, after is for now. But when you look at that, can you see the difference in you?
Yeah, I had about like 200 inches more of size on my body than I have now.
Could you tell you had no neck?
Yeah, I was basically a head on my shoulders guy. I was a cyclops.
That was such an impressive picture, Pat. And it gave so much hope because we have people that have 10 pounds to lose. And sometimes it's like, oh, I'm never going to get this off, you know? And then we have people like you that know you have to put your head down like a little greyhound on the dog track. And you don't lift up until, you hit the finish line. What are you eating?
Who, me?
No, Jonathan.
Oh, good. I thought you were talking to him.
Oh, yeah. What is that? Fruit?
What is it?
It's mango and grape. Sorry, I forgot I didn't have my
Looks good. Looks
thing
good.
down.
I'm having my second serving of fruit too. Now, who had their second serving of fruit today? Good, Martha. Good, good, good. Sharon Young, second serving of fruit today. You're on mute. Sharon Young, you're on mute.
Getting there.
Okay, there you go. No, you're not there.
Okay. No, I didn't have a second serving of fruit.
Okay,
When
so,
can you have a second serving of fruit?
huh?
When can you have a second
Well,
serving?
after your protein meal, your protein and vegetable is a 4-hour digestion time. After the 4 hours, you want to definitely go for your second serving of fruit.
Yeah, it's not been 4 hours.
Okay, good. So I want to know who's eating the goat yogurt nuts. Okay, Michelle, good. Pat, Martha. Okay, Jonathan, do you eat the goat yogurt nuts?
Not very often.
Why?
The goat yogurt we have, I find is really bitter. Like I like it, but it's really sour.
So, and the
Sorry about
nuts
that.
that you use, what are the nuts that you use?
I don't know. We have all sorts of stuff my mom buys. I don't really ever see the names of them. She just sort of buys them and stuff.
Oh, but
So.
like walnuts?
Mom? Yeah, we got walnuts.
She's shaking her head. They're soaked overnight, I know, because Pat's a coach, right?
Yeah, she does the
Yeah.
soaking thing, then she dries them in the oven.
That's such a guy thing. Yeah, she does the soaking thing. Funny, Jonathan.
Pecans, I don't use almonds, rather, it's pecans, walnuts, and hazelnuts.
Okay.
And sometimes I have Brazil nuts, and sometimes I have cashews. I don't think cashews are really a very good nut for this.
Yeah, no, the walnuts are great. You get the omegas, the pecans. Just go to the internet and type in benefits of pecans, and you'll be amazed. Okay, Jonathan, try to pull that up a little bit more. Just, I mean, not very often. Let's try at least 1 or 2 times a week.
The
Goat yogurt.
lawyer, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because we're in boot camp and the war's on. Things that we don't want to do and then we put off, we're not doing that anymore. Okay, so
Yep.
if anybody's having a problem with like, well, I don't have, no, you do. Because everybody here has a mission. Juanita, thanks for joining us. What up? Can we hear you, Juanita? That's an awfully pretty picture of her, isn't it?
Nice picture, yep.
See you.
Okay, so
Neither.
how many days a week are you guys eating Jackie's chicken salad?
I
So
just finish 2 times a day, times 3 days.
How many, Pat?
2 times a day.
Right on. There's a woman on a mission. Michelle?
Yeah, when I make it, I eat it, but
That's
I
not,
haven't, well, I haven't made it, but when I eat my salad, like the salad that I just made for dinner, I put broccoli in it, I put cucumbers in it, I put pickles in it, and I put chicken in it. And, so I put all the stuff that's in Jackie's chicken salad, except for the mayonnaise, but I figure that, it has lemon and olive oil on it. So I put all the stuff in my salad. It's just that every time I make the chicken, I don't really have enough, like I've been, because then I eat it. And before I make the chicken salad.
okay, that makes no sense to me. When you grill 3 breasts of chicken
Yeah.
and you just eat the breasts of chicken,
Well, I'll eat some of it for dinner in the salad.
okay,
Because I don't really like the chicken salad in my salad. I like the chicken salad to eat just throughout the day or whatever, but I don't really like it on or in my salad. that I'm eating for dinner. So that's why I end up using the chicken to put in my salad because I haven't eaten and then I got to eat and la, 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 la. So that's happened for the last few days.
Okay.
I
Now,
did bring more chicken. I did bring more chicken home to cook, but I don't know if I have enough broccoli, but I can at least put a lot of it together and then finish it tomorrow when I get to the store.
okay, it's not working for me. So here's what has to happen. You have to organize yourself to where at least one day a week, you make Jackie's chicken salad, put the whole damn thing in a Tupperware. And about every day or every other day, you throw, greens in a bowl and you take a big soup spoon and you throw it on top.
So you have to eat it on top of greens. You can't just eat it out of the bowl.
Did you ever, do you have the workbook?
Yeah, but it's like one of the early ones. So
No.
I don't know if it says all that in it, but
Don't get the new one. It's got all the pictures. Now, that's the whole point of it. The kale, the arugula, you can buy it. You can buy kale and arugula now with a lot
I
of,
have kale and arugula all the time. It's
okay,
in the salad.
and kale.
I eat kale and arugula all the time.
You take a handful, you put it in a bowl. Then you take a big soup spoon or like a big dipper spoon and you put it on the greens. Make sure you get a lot of the juice of the mayo and lemon. Put a little salt on top. Knock yourself out. You're going to do that minimum 3 times a week. You say 50, 60 pounds. I don't ever want to see 60 pounds on you again.
No, you won't.
Okay, so therefore, it's a method to my madness. How I designed that salad and how I set it up to where everybody can make it, put it in Tupperware, have your bags of lettuce, kale, arugula, or the mixed greens, all organic. How easy is that? You just have to take the 30 minutes to 40 minutes of grilling your chicken, chopping up into bite sizes. When it's, and then you've got a bowl there. You're throwing it in the bowl. You're chopping up the pickles. You're chopping up the cucumbers. You're chopping the tops, the florets off the broccoli. You've got the shallot onions. You're just making a couple of slices, chopping that up. Throw the whole sucker in a bowl. Then you take a big heaping tablespoon of mayonnaise. You can do 2 heaping tablespoons of mayonnaise if you wish, and about 3 to 4 nice juicy lemons.
Oh, that's a lot of lemon.
Yes, but with the mayonnaise and with everything else, including, you can do 3, I do 4, because it helps to break down and preserve the food. When there's lemon in something, it doesn't allow it to rot, number 1. Number 2, it assists in breaking down the chicken, at mostly the broccoli. But it all comes together in a nice big Tupperware of everything your body needs. The broccoli, the cucumbers, the onions, the chicken, the mayo, the lemon, all of it together is completely designed to build, repair, and maintain your entire body. So it's easy. You don't have to go and make chicken. Okay, now I got another pot for broccoli. Okay, now I'm going to do this for that. Okay, now I'm going to chop. No, have it all together so you don't have to think every single day, what am I going to eat? It's already made for you.
I know it is definitely easier when I have the stuff made. I'm with you on that.
Okay, so that's what you're going to do. We're getting 30 pounds off you by January 1st. I don't care what you say.
Yes, yes, I am.
Okay, so you're making Jackie's chicken salad. And that's why Jonathan's going to do more goat yogurt nuts more often instead of not very often.
Yeah, I like it, but just never really sat that well with me. But yeah, I'll definitely get one fixed up tonight and I'll scarf it down.
Yeah, and you don't have to eat a lot of it, but what the goat yogurt does, and it's the goat yogurt, goat milk is similar. Oh, here comes another dog. Is similar.
Very different from the last week's dog.
Yeah, a little bigger. Similar to mother's breast milk. Okay.
Oh, right.
Quality and the unbelievable benefits of what it does in your gut. And it's high in protein. And especially with the walnuts or the pecans, all of that, because we don't chew yogurt. But when we have the nuts in there, we chew it. And this is another great source of protein. Because flush your fat for good, especially phase 1. It's all about the protein, you guys. Yes, we get up and we eat our fruit. We take our cran flush and we take our supplements. Kaboom. Next, what do?
Protein latte.
Hello, who said that? Michelle? Right on. Our FYF4G latte. We put a good cup and a half of milk, mostly either unsweetened, non-GMO organic soy milk or goat milk. You guys can do hemp, you can do flax, but you cannot do almond or coconut. Why?
Sugar.
Well, there's no protein.
Yeah.
And because almonds are highly pasteurized.
Well, not just that, it is pasteurized, but they don't get much protein from the almonds and coconut. So yes, there's not enough protein, and we want all the protein we can get. Okay, so what are we putting in our lattes?
Little coffee, cup of soy milk, cayenne, cinnamon, and 2 big scoops of whey protein.
Yeah, the Osaline.
Yeah, that's
I like the Osaline. There's another brand out there. I mean, you guys can go into the room and in the files, I have a whole list of different kinds of the products I want you guys to have, the recommended products, but there's different companies, ones that I spent an entire year checking out. So there's a BCAA product that's from, I think it's BioTrust. Where is it?
No, I like the one we got.
Yeah, I like the Osaline. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, Biotest. Right. It's very, very good, but it's extremely bitter. And you have to kind of get used to it.
What is bitter? The other one?
Yeah, the Biotest. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't find Osaline to be bitter.
No.
Although
It's buffered, it's got lecithin and some calcium in it. That's why.
and it took FedEx 13 days to get it to me, and I was a screaming mess last week.
Why? Because of the,
I have no idea.
well, you guys have some
it
kind
doesn't
of
matter.
weather problems over there, right? Okay, so Michelle, you're impressing the hell out of me. You actually knew how to do a latte.
What? That's one of my favorite things.
How are you, Bill?
Hi, ladies, gentlemen.
You're filling in
Well-
for your lovely wife. I know I got the message.
Yeah, she's on another Zoom.
Okay, good. Does anybody have any questions about how to make that latte? What, Martha?
I make mine in the morning, about a scoop and a half of the Osaline, a cup of the soy milk, like you mentioned, and a cup of the organic coffee, and I put in there 2 scoops of the organic cacao powder. Now that's okay,
Cacao?
right?
What's that?
Cacao,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would cacao. It's a chocolate bean, but it's a protein because it's not a bean, it's actually a seed. And at at nighttime, I'll do that sometimes. I'll just do 1 scoop because it's I'm not doing coffee and it turns it kind of chocolatey. So without my coffee, that's what I'll replace it with. But you're saying you're doing 2 scoops of the peptides, right?
Well, about a scoop and a half. just to make it last through the month. And then the afternoon latte, I do another scoop and a half. Now, does the cacao have any caffeine in it?
No, I don't.
Cacao.
That's a good question. I used to know that.
I could go get my bag, but in the afternoon, I don't use the
I
cacao.
don't think
I
so
use-
because I'd be up all night. So I'm pretty sure no.
I use the pumpkin pie spice, organic pumpkin pie spice with my milk and a little bit of coffee just to kind of rinse out the bowl.
Okay, so you're doing how much milk? Cup and a half?
A cup in the morning and a cup at night or
Okay.
afternoon.
Okay, good. And you guys are doing cinnamon with a dash of cayenne pepper?
In the morning only, and in the afternoon, it's the pumpkin pie spice.
Got it. Okay. All right. And what Linda just showed up? Linda, oh, she's on mute.
Linda Bruno. Coach
Hi,
Bruno.
Linda. How are you?
Fine, Jackie.
Thanks for joining us, honey.
Thank you.
Okay,
Jackie?
Linda, do you know how to make the coffee latte?
Oh, yes.
Could you hear from her voice? She likes it. Very
Hey,
good.
Jackie,
Yes, sir.
what is that chocolate substitute you were just talking about when I
It's
walked in?
organic cacao powder. It's not cocoa. It's
Yeah,
cacao. It's CACAO.
this does actually say that it has caffeine.
What, yours?
Well, no, I mean, I just Googled it.
Cacao?
Yeah,
Well,
cacao.
not very much.
So
I can't.
I don't know if that was just the company of product that said that. It says here 12 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, no.
No, sorry. That says cocoa. When I push on cacao actually says 49 milligrams of caffeine for 2.5 tablespoons,
No, I'd be flying.
half as much as coffee.
I'll go check it on my bag, but
I want to ask you something though, like, so tonight, because I can't do coffee in the evening either. So I did my fruit, and then a little while later, I made the latte without coffee, but I just had the soy milk and all the other stuff.
right.
I mean, is that okay? And then I started eating and had my supplements and
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, you,
But I also felt kind of gassy after I did that.
wait, are you, okay. The routine is your fruit, you wait
Yeah.
20 minutes, you have your latte. Then after that, in about 30, 40 minutes, you're hungry. Then you have your protein veggie meal. And then what?
So you have to wait 30 to 40 minutes
No,
after
you
that.
have to, but after you have a latte, if you've got the peptides in there, the osaline or the biotest, that's an appetite suppressant. You are not hungry. And the peptides literally, when they hit your duodenum, it releases what's called cholecystokinin, CCK. It triggers your brain to tell you you're not hungry. It's complete, it gives you a feeling of satisfying, your satisfaction. Your body is not hungry. It just received protein and it goes right to the muscles, because that's why you're doing it on an empty stomach. Fruit with your crème flesh, your supplements. Osaline, coffee, milk, cinnamon, cayenne pepper, kaboom. You're not hungry for a while. So that could be 30 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour. Because you just got, I think it's something like with the milk and the 2 scoops of osaline of almost 20 grams of protein. So then you're going to eat Jackie's chicken salad or yogurt and nuts or Jackie's turkey soup, or you're going to grill some salmon and grill some veggies, anything that you can put together with a protein meal, even steak. If you're a steak eater, have a nice fat steak or a little hamburger, whatever, but it has to have vegetables with it. So you want, and remember, the harder to chew, the more you lose. Jonathan, did you have a question?
No, I was covering up. I had a burp, so I was sort of
Oh.
like, shoo, so,
No problem.
yeah,
I couldn't smell it, trust me.
yeah.
So if you look at the routine in your life as fruit, crème flesh, sups, 20 minutes later, you're doing your latte. 30 to 40 minutes, an hour later, you're doing your protein and vegetables. After that, you have 4 hours. If you want to go back into a second serving of fruit, do it then. Or if you want more protein, do it then. Wait another 4 hours and start all over. Fruit, latte, protein, vegetables.
Mhm.
Once that digests, if it's late at night, I like to do fruit, but you can do anything else. You can do another thing of goat yogurt. You can do whatever you want. You can just do grilled veggies. How long does it take for grilled veggies to digest in the gut?
2 hours.
You got it. Good one, Martha. You got it.
I said that.
Yeah, Martha went like this.
I'm on fire.
Guys are on it, man. So on the second latte, I'll do 1 scoop of cacao, and I'll do 2 Osalines. I do 1.5 cups of my organic soy milk. I do a lot of cinnamon. I do a dash of cayenne pepper, and I have a milk frother. So I have that sucker totally frothed up, and it's like a dessert to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm taking in 20 grams of protein. So does anybody have any questions about that so far? What, Martha?
I do have a question back on the Jackie's chicken salad when you're ready.
Okay, go.
When I have made the salad, I often make 2 things of chicken breast because I forgot the thing said 4, but when I do the 2 cucumbers or 1 long of the English one cucumber and everything else, that's a lot for me alone eating it before it spoils, even if I eat it, I guess, twice a day. Well, normally I don't like to eat it twice a day because I get bored. And I like the variety. Like in the morning, I often have eggs with like turkey bacon and veggies and some pecorino cheese. So I guess there's no fault. I can just make half the recipe, right?
Well, I'm just looking at people that are, a lot of times I get the Persian cucumbers. I get a crown of the broccoli, organic. I get 1 small onion like this. I have 2 dill pickles. And then I do 3 chicken breasts, okay? And I'm grilling them. That is enough. I don't know how size big bowl you guys are eating, but I usually make a batch in a big Tupperware that allows me to have a bowl with greens in it, similar to this. A big scoop of the salad on top, and I like to drip a little bit of the lemon mayo on it. And the amount that I make out of those 3 chicken breasts and the other things that are called for, and I put it all together, that lasts me 5 days. And it will not spoil because you have a lot of lemon in there. The lemon is a preservative.
So there's a lot of meat in it.
Not really.
Well, if you do 3 or 4 chicken breasts.
Well, if you have it doesn't matter. I just made some 3 or 4 days ago, and it's in a Tupperware like this, not that thick, like that. And I have all the makings in it. So do 3 breasts, 3 chicken breasts. Are you grilling them?
I have grilled them on my George Foreman, and I've also put them in the frying pan with a good oil And after they cook some, I'll cut them in strips.
Yeah.
Now these breasts that I cook, they're big. They're like, I don't know.
Well, then, that's a judgment call. If we're in California, man, everything's shrinking. It's called shrinkflation. But I mean, we don't really have the big chicken breasts here. I used to get three packs of chicken breasts at Costco for $20. They're now $40. So, you just like 2 chicken breasts. If you've got real big ones, just do 2. And what I do is I have a grill pan. I pour all the way the oil in on to cover the whole bottom of the grill pan. I take the Montreal steak seasoning and I sprinkle that all over the pan. And then I have the Costco no salt seasoning. I'll sprinkle that all over the pan, get the skillet real hot, and then I cut in the chicken breast, I cut strips. And when the skillet's real hot, I just lay down the strips. And once they get really cooked on one side, then I turn them over on the other side, turn off the heat and let them just go for it. While that's happening, I'm cutting up the pickles, the onions, the cucumbers. I only use 2 cucumbers, not the big English ones. And then the broccoli. The reason why I'm hot on this is because for 5 years I did this straight. I still do it, but I'm back on phase 1 because I'm with you guys. I can do phase 2. I can give or take a pound or 2 here, but I'm on phase 1 because I'm with you guys. And this is boot camp. We're going to kick ass. We're going to take names. We're going to get the fat off. We've all had a horrible year. We're all going to do mass disobedience and get on with life. So that means we have to take care of ourselves now. Feed ourselves properly. It's healthy body, healthy mind. And for us to pay attention to how we're feeding ourselves, we have to get out of our heads with everything we're worried about and thinking about and wondering about. We have to walk 5 days a week, regardless. We have to drink our cran flush, 3 of them a day. We have to, and the point of all of this is to clean out our livers and get our kidneys clean. We have to have our body really clean and healthy and strong. There's going to be a lot of stuff floating around, especially this winter. We need to be prepared. You don't go into battle, into the front line with rubber bullets. You have to be armed and dangerous. So whatever tries to invade your body, be it a cold, a virus, a bacteria, a flu, you name it, you're going to be strong enough to be able to not go down all the way. Plus, you're going to have a ton of energy, feeling good and light on your feet. For what Jonathon has to do, yes, Jonathon.
I just thought while you were saying this, I'd say a point I thought of, Sam, too. It's like what you eat's what you look like too, and you want to look like what you want, and doing this or that, that's not what you really want too, right? That's something I thought of in my journey, too. So I watch what I put in my mouth, and I know, in the future not to make mistakes, because it's not how I usually live my life. It's living patterns that I had that were erroneous. So
Yeah, that's a really good point too. What do I call it? Habitual ritual.
yeah.
Same thing with what Jonathon just said. And when you look at the pictures, go on to the Facebook room, Flush Your Fat for Good Buddies. Look at Jonathon's pictures. I think that was last year, maybe a year and a half ago to now. That goes to show you, by making the choice of just feeding yourself properly and how your body functions biochemically and physiologically, that shows you right there. Jonathon just started working out at a gym a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, I've worked out since I quit playing football, and I took a little break and just got back in about 5 months ago. Yeah,
5 months, okay.
Yeah.
But the thing that's really changing, Jonathan, uh, across the board, because in the beginning, he was sluggish. He was not as focused as he is now. And he wasn't communicating like he is now. Jonathan's a different kid. And he's getting better and better because he's got the right mindset. And as we get older, we become deteriorated children. We've got to get the child back in us. We've got to get the life back in us. And somebody just made a wonderful latte.
She's a good latte maker, that's for sure.
Honest to God, Pat, that's nice. So the point is, yes, Martha.
Is it okay in the Jackie's chicken salad to put like one red pepper, sweet pepper for color, and carrots and or celery?
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that for sure. And you know, all of those are good.
Now this Bermuda red onion, it doesn't have to be a Bermuda brand red onion, does it?
No, the Bermuda reds are fine. I do shallots because there's different things in the shallot that are really good for you. And they're light and feathery, but Bermuda onions are wonderful. Those are the red ones.
But the red one, are all red ones called Bermuda? I've never known.
No, not that I know of, but
If I find a red onion that doesn't say Bermuda, is that all right?
yes, it's there's another name for it. Anybody know? It's a Bermuda or it's something else. We'll call it a red onion for you, Martha.
One time I made that big Jackie's chicken salad minus the meat, and then I divided it up into 3 sections, one in which I put chicken, the other poached eggs, and the other fish, like tuna fish or salmon.
Yeah, that's very good too. You can have different Tupperwares for that. And the lemon keeps it preserved. The thing that I like to do with the chicken is at the very bottom of the grill pan, I'll take a spoon, and where the seasoning and the oil is in the corner, I'll just try to take a little of that and add that to the salad. So it gives it the flavor of the, you know, the oil. Who's walking 5 days a week?
I'm not, but I do normally Pilates 3 days a week, and then today I walked. Today I walked on the treadmill 30 minutes.
Okay, and Martha, how much do you have to lose?
Well, I have some sad news. I measured my height after last week's call, and I'm 5'2", not 5'3".
Uh-oh.
And so,
Inflation.
yeah. Well, I'm 141, so I'm age 69 and 5'2". So I guess what, 15 pounds?
Yeah. If you're 5'2" and you weigh what now?
141.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd pull it down to, I mean, again, this is ballpark because it's not about pounds, it's about inches. But the main thing is that, you know, some people go by clothes size, you know, if you're in a 14, 12, 9, 10, 8, 6, whatever. It's where your body is going to settle at its healthiest. So, but a ballpark is if 15 pounds comes off you, you're going to know at that point, do you like the way you fit in your clothes? Do you like the energy that you have? You know, when you sit down, are your pants cutting into you? You know, you want to know if you can feel comfortable at the weight that you're at.
Do you, I know this is not set in stone, but like a size 6, what weight does that tend to be? Like 110?
Nobody can tell you that because it depends on how tall you are. You can be a size 6 and be like 5'7", 5'8".
Well, yeah, if we're skinny enough, yeah.
Yeah, I was at 6 once, trust me, I was. So my main thing is I want you guys to, every once in a while, if you have this book, just flip through it, stop, and that's what God wants you to read. Because there's a lot of things in this book that will keep you on track. I have another client that she just started, and I said, text me, I'm here, just text me and we'll meet once a week and you text me when you have issues. She's got her workbook, she's got this, and of course I have a file on her. And so I got the text that she goes, can I put a sweetener in the goat yogurt? And I said, I said, what I wanted to say is, let me put you on the Zoom call and everybody can tell you. I said, no, you can't do that. And I said, but you can sprinkle some people love cinnamon in there, whatever. And she goes, well, then I just won't eat it. I said, okay, so those are fighting words with me. I said, no, you will eat it, but I'll show you how to eat it. She goes, well, I just can't take it. Well, that's because she's a shopaholic.
Positive benefits with your body just being able to be
Hi,
healthy.
Juanita, can you mute?
And so let's fast forward the salmon product.
I'm just gonna go make my supper now. Just goodbye, everybody.
Okay, Jonathan, thanks for joining us, honey.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I said, okay, so apparently you have a problem with goat yogurt. And she, I have sat with her several times when I met her, and she pulls out little candies all the time, and she eats the candies, not on the program. And I just observed, you observe without conclusion. And when I interviewed her and counseled her to say, if you really want me to work with you, then this is boot camp. So don't expect me to be really nice if, about certain things. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. And I said, no, you're gonna eat it, but I'll show you how to do it because it's very important for your body. Now, this is a person that doesn't have bowel movements, maybe 2-3 times a week.
Oh,
So the goat yogurt is essential. The GI-zyme or the multiple zymes, all the enzymes I have listed for you guys. I like the GI-zyme, but there's others that are good. That before you eat your protein meal, essential. If you can't remember, tape it on the back of your hand.
What about goat yogurt and nuts? You take it before goat yogurt and nuts?
No, most people don't need to do that. But if you are not going to the bathroom more than 2-3 times a week, I would suggest it. Because this person is not digesting or absorbing. So and what is that connected to? That's indicative of a congested liver. The liver is toxic now. So enzymes before you eat your protein, kaboom, nobody is missing that. By January 1st, 30 pounds off. Then we want the probiotic. When do we take our probiotics?
right before your head hits the pillow.
Bad.
Juanita. Perfect. And why is that?
So that it has all night long to work on the gut and get it ready for the next day.
Yes, those little guys are going to colonize and get ready. So when you have your fruit, they're just waiting. That's the fruit to oligosaccharides. That's the food for the probiotics as well to help them. So when I tell this woman, no, you're going to eat it, but I'm going to show you how you can eat it. You put a little, like 1/8 of a teaspoon of the goat yogurt in the middle of your tongue. you have taste buds all the way around your tongue, but not in the middle. If any, very little. You won't taste it. You put it in the middle of your tongue, you shut your mouth, and you let your saliva mix in with it. Not really tasting it all over the place, but your saliva is mixing in with it, and then you swallow. Done. Do that a couple times a day. And what it does is it triggers the brain. That's going to go in through your mucosal cells in your mouth. And your brain's going to say, hey, there's some good stuff in that yogurt. I got to have that. So the more and more you do that, the more you're going to want it. Now, if that's too hard for some people, you take the walnut, you dip it in the yogurt, and you pop it in your mouth. And you just let it sit there and let your saliva go around and dilute it, chew the nut, and then swallow it. After you do this for a week or two, that's it. Things get better and better and better. And there's a reason for this. You know, so many people, you know, you ever meet somebody who smokes cigarettes? And the first thing and you can ask them, God, did you like the first cigarette you ever smoked? No, it was horrible. Right, Juanita? Am I right? So, but then they become chain smokers, right? Because the body is getting used to the nicotine and the brain says, I can't live without that nicotine. Now, thank God I'm not teaching you guys how to smoke.
I can do that. I'll teach you how to smoke.
No, I've been there, done that. Actually, I never smoked. I was in junior high trying to be a smart ass and look cool. And it lasted one day and I threw up. So the thing is, you do that with the goat yogurt because what is in just read what's in the goat yogurt. Read why we want you to have it. My mom, yes, Martha.
The what do you call it? Trader Joe's goat yogurt, as you know, can be quite runny. And is there a certain amount of time I could or should put the chia seeds in it to thicken it up?
Well, that just comes from the seasons. You know, sometimes if the sheep are, the goat are in mating season, if they're having after they had their babies, you know, whatever is going on, the milk changes from time. Sometimes it's thinner, sometimes it's not. But if you want to put chia seeds in there, you can do that. But that would probably thicken it up. I make pudding out of chia seeds and coconut milk. You just get a coconut can and you put it in like a jar or a Tupperware. And then you put 2 scoops of chia seeds in there. And in a overnight's great, but in a couple of hours, you've got a chia seed pudding. That's good for a little dessert.
Those 2 ingredients, the coconut can and the chia seeds?
Yeah. Coconut milk in a can. You can get it at Trader Joe's, the blue label. And then you put it in, shake it up, put it in a Tupperware, and then put, I think I was using the Osaline scoop and just doing 2 of those in the Tupperware. Mix it up and then leave it overnight, or at least make it in the morning, and then in the evening, if you want a little protein snack, that's it. You can add cinnamon to it. You can do whatever you want.
How about the cacao powder to give it a little bit of that flavor?
You could. The cacao is, yeah, you could do that. I'm not that crazy about cacao, but there's unbelievable properties to cacao. Really good. So, let me think. So the goat yogurt has to be a couple of times a week at least. The Jackie's chicken salad has to be try once a day, not a big bowl, but a little bowl. And maybe every other day or every day. Make enough to hold you over for 5 days. And I want you guys to get into just opening up your book wherever you are. I don't care, it could be in your library, which is usually called the bathroom. And you open it up and you go, oh, why do people become over fat? Or you just read one page, one paragraph, because it's putting you in the right mindset about learning about your body and why you're doing what you're doing. I just opened up here. Make sure you have enough vitamin B12. Okay, why? It'll tell you this. So, you guys have any questions at this point? Okay, did anybody get on the scale or have measurements? What, Martha?
I have a question. I have fat mostly in my midriff, belly area, and I don't think I'm in ketosis. I don't see any change, so I guess it's a plateau situation, and or certain things going on, stress me, like I often, breathe shallowly and things like that, that I think maybe things are going on that.
Okay, so let me,
fight against myself.
okay, I don't know if I heard you too. Get up a little closer to your mic, but I think I heard you say you have a midriff? What is it? You
Yeah,
have some
my belly, I got belly fat and midriff and other places, my thighs, And so,
you don't think you're in nutritional ketosis?
right, because I'm not losing anything.
Did you, that wonderful scale you just got, did it tell you anything?
Not yet. I've had some things going on. I've got the preliminary stuff set up, but I haven't.
over here.
Yet.
Okay. Okay, so the bottom line is, some people think that eating too much, like this one client of mine, after I consulted her, she goes, I said, can you do this? And she goes, that's a lot of food. And it's because her system isn't moving and she's not active. So when you're active, you start burning things up. And if you're having 3 to 4 bowel movements a day, guess what? Your body wants to receive more food. And that starts to burn it up. What, Michelle?
That just does not happen for me.
It's gonna, because you're gonna do your 2 servings of fruit. You're gonna do your Jackie's chicken salad. You're gonna do your digestive enzymes.
All right.
Have you missed your digestive enzymes?
I absolutely have.
Case closed.
Okay.
It's really, I mean, when you go into phase 2, it's really, I mean, you keep your routine, but things are a lot different. Right now, we're getting ready for war. We're preparing our bodies. We are getting ourselves lean and healthy and strong. And we're not messing around because we have till January 1st. That's it. 30 pounds or more. Sometimes the guys can do more. But that is minimal. That's 10 pounds a month. For September, October, November, December. A little left of what's 2 weeks here in September. So we have 3.5 months to really be serious. And if you're not into ketosis, then are there any things that you're doing like starches or anything that you're eating, Martha, that could be taking you out of ketosis?
Well, the only thing I can think of is last week I had maybe 2 different times, excuse me, maybe half of my handful of cashew nuts, but not sweetened.
No, that's a protein. That wouldn't do it.
I can't think of anything, but except for the stress. And then if my liver is sluggish, I get these little red blisters on me every now and then, I think this may be.
Okay, so are you doing 3 cran flushes? You're religious on that.
Well, I did 3 today and 3 yesterday. I think the day before I had 2.
Okay, and are you walking 5 days a week or you're just doing the Pilates?
just Pilates 3 times a week and then walking 1 day a week, but I do need to step that up.
Yeah, okay. So because when you really want to start putting the pedal to the metal, you need to activate your body more. You need,
Okay.
you know, it's your lymphatic system, clear it up. You need to move more. Pilates, I mean, is great, but walking 5 days a week is what the studies showed. So if you can do 5 days a week, walking 30 minutes, whether you want to or not, that's why I look a mess. I just came in from doing that. All right. Any questions? Oh, the last thing I wanted to ask is, does anybody have any results? Did they get on the scale? Did they measure themselves? Do their clothes feel looser?
Mine are not recent results. You know, I mean, I posted it in the room how I have not weighed myself. I wanted to wait until I hit my final goal to weigh myself.
Okay, that's good enough.
And it has just taken me so long because I'm like on, off, on, off. And I kind of feel like I plateaued too, but there are things that I'm not doing. So that's.
Well, that's why I'm saying everybody's getting their butt kicked. There's something.
I was really pleased with what the number was. Like I was
Oh,
afraid.
I was very happy.
Yeah.
I read that whole thing.
Yeah, I was afraid that I would be disappointed if I stepped on the scale and I was like, wow, like I actually did, you know I lost, but you know, to see it and knowing that it's not really about pounds, that I probably actually lost more than 44 pounds
Right.
of fat anyway, you know. So anyway, it kind of remotivated me that, okay, yeah, I can take 30 more off by the end of the year.
Right. Of course. We all can.
So
look at that pretty picture of Pat. So I want you guys to, if you have to measure yourselves or feel what's going on with your clothes, I don't own a scale. I don't know what I weigh, but I know when I put my clothes on, if I'm comfortable or not. So everybody's going to kick it up a notch. Guys are going to add more goat yogurt and nuts to your week, your Jackie's chicken salad. And you're going to walk 5 days a week. And especially when you're like, I'm too tired, I want to do this, or I don't have time. You do have time for 30 minutes. Somewhere you do have time. Figure it out, because we're on a marathon now. This is what we're doing. And January 1st is going to come right around the corner to us. And we all want to be happy with what we have accomplished. Okay? So I'm going to see there's a little thing here. I don't know what that means. John's going to leave with my phone, so I have to go. Okay, cool, no problem. All right, you guys, I'm proud of you. You guys are hanging in there. You're doing what's right. And remember, it's habitual ritual. Stay on the fruit, cran flush, latte, vegetable and protein, fruit, latte, vegetable and protein. And every time you do your serving of fruit, you're taking your supplements. All right. And what's the thing we take before every protein meal?
GI enzyme.
There you go. What do we do before our head hits the pillow?
GI Pro.
GI Pro.
Very good. All right. I'll see you guys next week.
Are you saying with our fruit, we take our supplements with our fruit?
Yes.
Because I take them with my latte, so that's a no-no, huh?
Not a no-no. It's better if you do it with your fruit. While the fruit's digesting, it's absorbing your nutrients.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.